Across the globe, some beaches defy reality. Shores that glow under moonlight, sands that shimmer in impossible hues, and hidden coves carved as if by magic. These aren't mere coastlines. They're nature's most extraordinary illusions, places where the earth bends the rules of imagination. Today we're taking you to the 5 most insane beaches you have to see to believe. Benagil Sea Cave, Portugal. Stepping off Portugal's sun-drenched Algarve coast feels like the world just cracked open a secret. Tucked into those limestone golden cliffs, the Benagil Cave. Forget calling it just a cove. This is a full-blown cathedral, carved out drop by drop, wave by wave over who knows how many lifetimes. Getting in's the first adventure. The entrance? Just a narrow slit in the rock, really. You gotta come by small boat. Maybe paddle a kayak, or if you're feeling bold, take a quick swim through the cool Atlantic water. But push inside, and wow. The noise of the sea just drops away. Suddenly you're standing or floating in this massive echoing dome. The walls curve and fold overhead like giant ribs of some ancient sea monster, fossilized right there. It's quiet, seriously quiet. Then you look up. Dead center in the roof, a perfect round hole. Nature's own skylight. Sunlight pours straight down like a spotlight from heaven. Waves gently lick the base of the cliffs, and the sound echoes softly around the chamber, a constant soothing whisper. The cave itself is part of a vast network of limestone formations, many linked by underwater tunnels carved by relentless tides. Local fishermen have known these hollows for centuries, but only recently has Benagil exploded into global fame through photographs. Benagil isn't just a beach hidden in a cave. It's a sanctuary, an altar built by the ocean itself. Whitehaven Beach, Australia. 7 kilometers of pure, unbroken perfection. Whitehaven Beach drapes across Whitsunday Island like a ribbon of light. It looks almost too perfect in photos. But standing there in barefoot, that's when it rewrites everything you thought you knew about sand. The secret? This sand is 98% pure silica. It's crazy fine, blindingly white, and feels softer than flour under your toes. And here's the kicker. Even under the fierce Aussie sun, it stays cool. Like actually cool to touch. It's like the whole beach was designed purely for barefoot bliss. This stuff didn't just wash down from the hills. Nope, ocean currents carried it here millions of years ago, depositing its grain by precious grain, a gift from deep time. But the real showstopper is Hill Inlet. Where the tide meets the sandbar, it weaves these incredible patterns of blue and white. Seen from the outlook, it doesn't even look real. More like a giant living watercolor painting that the tides redraw twice a day. No big hotels here, no noise except the waves and maybe some gulls. Whitehaven is nature, raw and unfiltered. A masterpiece of pure white sand and turquoise water, just doing its thing. The beach sits inside the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park, so it's fiercely protected. No plastic, no pets, no smoking. The silica is so pure it doesn't trap heat, so visitors can walk barefoot even in the height of summer. Pink sand, secret underground coves, it gets wild. Liking this journey so far? Give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe. Trust me, what's coming next will bend your brain even more. Pink Sand Beach, Bahamas. Over on Harbor Island in the Bahamas, the shore literally blushes. Stretching for 5 kilometers, Pink Sand Beach looks like someone mixed sunset hues right into the earth. Where's the pink come from? Tiny little sea creatures called foraminifera. They live on the coral reefs and have these shells that are naturally red and pink. When they die, the waves break them up and mix the fragments with the white sand. The result? A shoreline that glows in the softest pastel pinks. Walking on it feels like treading on crushed rose petals, surprisingly soft and cool. The water here is incredibly calm and clear. You'll often see horses trotting along the surface line, kicking up little puffs of pink sand as they go. Couples walk hand in hand, leaving footprints that only last until the next gentle wave washes them away. It's peaceful. Unlike some of the busier Caribbean party spots, Harbor Island whispers. Pastel-colored cottages hide behind coconut palms. Time seems to slow right down. and the soundtrack is pure ocean hush. Like the whole island is just exhaling. The pink hue deepens at sunrise and sunset, when the angle of light magnifies every shade in the grains. Offshore reefs act like protective arms, keeping the water calm and shielding the beach from heavy waves. Locals will tell you the sand feels alive underfoot, as if it breathes with the tides, reminding you that this beauty is delicate and fleeting. But here's the thing about beauty. Sometimes it hides, like really hides. The next wonder isn't out in the open. It's tucked away, waiting to be discovered. Hidden Beach, Mexico. Off Mexico's Pacific coast, the Marietta Islands hold a secret. Paila del Mar, better known as Hidden Beach. From the outside, just some rugged volcanic island popping out of the sea. Get closer though, and you find it, a huge circular cavern with an open ceiling. Sunlight streams down onto a perfect little patch of sand way down below. Yep, a beach inside the island. Getting there isn't a walk in the park, literally. There's no path. You have to swim through a narrow, watery tunnel about 30 meters long. It's like swimming through a secret passage into another world. Funny enough, this incredible spot wasn't just made by nature. Back in the early 1900s, the Mexican military used these islands for target practice. One of those explosions is thought to have blasted open the roof. Over time, nature stepped in, softened the edges, and turned the scar into something hauntingly beautiful. Now it's a protected sanctuary. Dolphins, sea turtles, manta rays, even humpback whales cruise the waters around it. Inside, the acoustics amplify every splash into a cavernous echo, making even whispers sound immense. The contrast between the rough volcanic stone and the calm turquoise water feels almost unreal, like walking into a secret that shouldn't exist. Once sos de argent, said Chalice. The water is crystal clear, like glass, washing over sand so fine it feels like silk. Rising from it are massive, smooth granite boulders, ancient sculptures shaped by wind and waves over millions of years. They curve with such elegance, as if an invisible artist placed each one with care. When the sun hits, especially in the early morning or late afternoon, magic happens. The water glows like liquid turquoise jewels. The sand seems to radiate from within, and the boulders shimmer in warm, silvery tones. Shallow lagoons wind between the rocks, inviting swimmers to float among these silent stone giants, while gentle waves etch delicate lace patterns on the wet sand, constantly reshaping the shoreline. Here contrasts rule. Solid, ancient rock beside ever-changing water. Solitude softened only by the distant laughter of someone discovering a hidden cove. The calm water mirrors a sky that feels impossibly close. La Digue Island, where it sits, is small and carefree, so visitors arrive by bike or on foot, adding to the timeless feel. The granite boulders are among the oldest in the world, remnants of a prehistoric supercontinent. So which of these secret shores would you drop everything to visit first? And which one do you think hides the wildest story of all? Let us know in the comments down below, and as always, we'll see you in the next one.